and let's get into the game right away. Damn, I lost the VOD there for the old Scrim, so I just have to re-download that one, try and edit it up. But besides that, I guess we are ready to go. Lightning bolts here on the left hand side. On the other hand, here we do see MMK on the right. And here for Lightning Bolts, we have Siblas on the Ana, Ace on the Zarya, Sensei on the Genji, Gauss on the Doomfist, Panupan on the Reinhardt, and I'm not gonna be able to read that. Gonna be Lucio here for the side of Lightning Bolts. On the other hand, here we go with Calamitous on that Genji, Dodge this on the Winston, Rebirth on the Ana, Fascinate on the Diva, Marky on that Lucio, and Inks on the Tracer. So we do think, start things off here on the Nepal Shrine, and Dinks are now just trying to get some picks with the Tracer. On the other hand, for the Blue Squad, for Lightning Bolts, they are just in position in the middle of the point, trying to wrest control of it from the side of MMK. Lightning Bolts right now gonna go for the capture, and Marky trying to get away with his life. Looks like the Nishin volley from MMK has been felled. The Filipino squad here running a dive composition with an Ana in the backline. Gonna be running the standard dive composition DPS as well, with Calamitous and Dinks on the Genji and Tracer respectively. On the other hand, Lightning Bolts with a more rounded lineup, with a more defensive lineup, with a McCree and a Doomfist. The McCree is such a strong pick nowadays, and then he gets a pick off onto one. Make that two. Sensei with the Deadeye. Here comes Pandapan just charging in, gets rid of dodge. This charge comes on out. Fascinate to the side already, and this Diva will get D-Mech. Fascinate just trying to get himself killed. It's gonna be a fight lost already by MMK. In the meantime, Calamitous trying to get the Dragon Blade, gets it in time. Panupan will get the kill there. But in the meantime, and the boost available here for the side of Lightning Bolts. 4 ultimates ready here for Lightning Bolts. We'll see how the sound barrier will be used in reaction to the Nano Blade coming up from MMK. It must be a good pick off here by MMK, by the Genji to start things off. But we do have a Nano Boost already on the Gauss to initiate before the initiation. So Lightning Bolts taking the fight to MMK. Here comes the Doofus again, but Gauss will get taken out. We do see the Rocket Punch with the post-mortem kill. Self-destruct coming on out to Fascinate. Gets absolutely nothing, and Dinks with the takedown. Here comes the Tracer right now, zipping around, looking for another set of picks, and Dinks does get two, but in the scheme of things, not really at the proper time. Dodges right now with a dive on in, shocking the Zarya, forcing Ace to put up a bubble, ready to grab 100 NG to the name of the Zarya. A nano boosted Winston in the face, and the sleep dart a little too late. So a sound barrier now from Marky, Sensei with a takedown onto one, 2-for-1 trade so far. Calamitous with the blade as well, and he gets stunned up by the Shatter. So Panupan, an easy counterplay there onto that Genji. Reinhardt just swinging away, trying to get those pickoffs. Overtime has been popped. Can Dinks stay on with the pressure, with the amount of shots going his way? No, Sensei on that Tracer has switched over, and they will get the first round.
Score 1-0.
Why is this not? They're forced to retreat after that one, and they will have another shot at this. It is gonna be on to Village next, and we'll see which squad can actually take it. Just trying to fix up the overlay a little before we get to move on to the next coming games. I think that should be a-okay. Let's get into it. So Nepal Village right now, Lightning Bolts gonna still run a Doomfist, but this time they are gonna keep on with the Tracer, Lucio Ana into the backline. In the meantime, MMK practicing their dive, and we will see Gauss now charging in into the back. Doesn't get a punch, and it will allow Dodge to just dive on in instead. He gets a punch in return. Calamitous with a bag grenade in effect, anti-heal just popping him so quickly, and this is Lightning Bolts now with 2 picks to their name. A third now going the way of the Lightning Bolts squad, and really goes to show how much Lightning Bolts has improved. Lightning Bolts, a stalwart of the Scrim League, at the top of the class last season, and this time they are showing that they are a force to be reckoned with, someone to keep an eye on into the next open division, as we do see MMK right now rotating to the point directly, and they have switched over to a Brigitte. It is gonna be a 2-1-3, and Calamda's on that sole DPS. Interesting though that he's staying on with the Genji, could go for the Doomfist instead. Shatter now comes on out, Panupan gains some swings, an easy Shatter there past the Winston, and that's a problem with running a Winston against a Reinhardt. The bubble isn't gonna be always available, and the Shatter just a looming threat at any moment of time. So for now, Lightning Balls in control again. Nepal just showing that they are. This is the sanctum of Lightning Balls. Pulse Bomb available right now. Sensei into the back, has to back on out though because of the Brigitte and her enormous presence. MMK right now trying to push on through to the center, as we do see Lightning Bolts waiting on by the high ground. So what they're doing is they just don't want to see the high ground in the first place. Gravity Surge now comes on out, does get 3, 5 strikes there, Pulse Bomb, a classic combination between Sensei and Ace, leads to 2 kills, leads to a number more. It's gonna be a train wreck here for MMK. And the reason why Lightning Balls is staying up on the high ground, they don't want to see the 2 MMK. They don't want them to switch over to someone that can actually capitalize on that extra space. So they stay on that and they just rotate to the point, due to the fact that their lineup is a lot stronger on the point compared to MMK's. MMK needs that open space, needs opportunity to get a pick off with the dive to actually capitalize with their mobility. And now they focus on to the Lucius. Soundbarrier will be popped in response. In the meantime, Sensei gets stunned up but doesn't get taken down. Double Soundbarriers, they're doing the work. Soundbarrier here for Marquis will be popped along the way, but the Doomfist with the juggle, and he must be in the circus right now because Ghost just tossing him into the air. Overtime has been popped. Lightning Balls heavily in control. A beautiful counterplay there onto Marquis. Self-destruct though comes on out at last moment. It's gonna be a big bomb here. Fascinate gets one. In the meantime, Simla's hiding behind the pillar, but the Genji still spotting him. Ace, just the only one lonesome onto the point. Panupan now coming in. Shatter is available, can go for the slam at any time. He's just gonna swing away instead, dodges, just bouncing him around. Here comes the pressure onto Dinks, and Marky with the boop to force the Reinhardt out. Eventually, Lightning Bolts has to cede control of the point to MMK. We do have 4 ultimates ready here for the side of Lightning Bolts. On the other hand, MMK did expend almost all their ults there. Calamda's close to the blade already, but it might not make a difference if he gets grabbed up or if he gets shattered along the way. Calamda's now onto the right hand side, and they get a pick up onto the Lucio. Ghost on the other hand with a counter kill onto Rebirth. Meteor Strike is popped, charging up onto Marquis. The 2 supports gone here for MMK. No more sustenance. This is gonna be a last minute bar brawl. Panupan with the Fire Strike. Gravity Surge now comes on out as well. Fascinate to the wall, and here comes the swings, and there you go. Nepal Village might go the way here of Lightning Balls, and so will the map. Lightning Balls with a quick and easy win there, even quicker than the idle time we had to wait on for MMK to get ready. So Lightning Balls right now showing their stuff, and really MMK has to be on notice right now. MMK has to wake up to try and deal with this. Lightning Balls just having an answer for their dive at every time. The Doomfist uncontested in many situations. And just that opening on Marquis, that was really cool. The sound barrier just cancelled up just by juggling Lucio mid-air. So welcome back, guys. Oh, it's map number 2, not map number 1. Let's change that real quick. There you go. So welcome, guys, to map number 2. Lightning Bolts already charging at defenses, starting strong, 1-0, winning out Nepal handily. MMK caught on napping. And we'll see if MMK can actually bring it back. They are going to go for a 3-3 composition to start things off. It is going to be a good thing to start with on Hanamura, due to the fact he can easily take advantage of the mismatch at the start of the game. Hanamura is also a long distance between point B and point A, so really spawn advantage in favor of the attackers. On the other hand, there for Lightning Bolts, we do have a similar comp from a while ago. We do only see a Genji instead. So Sensei flexing around in a myriad of DPS roles. He played the Tracer a while ago. He's playing the Genji now. He played the McCree as well. So Sensei both playing the hit scan and the projectile. Very, very flexible. Gauss on the other hand, one tricking that Doomfist as of the moment. But really, he has proven that he is a really good doofus, just able to cancel out the Lucio sound barrier there by keeping him in the air. So anyway, here we go with the game. MMK now gonna push on in with the speed boost, just going through the gates. Gauss on the other hand with a juggle onto the Reinhardt, and Calamitous will fall immediately to the sustained pressure. A beautiful focus fire there between Gauss and Sensei. Here comes the charge on in. Dodge this, bringing Panupan along for a ride, but an anti-heal there to counter things out. Rebirth though with a pick-off onto one, but that's not really the pick-off you're looking for, because the Doomfist is a quick hero to get back into the fight. Someone they need to pick off might be the Ana or even the Zarya in this situation. 86% right now here for Rebirth, and the Nano Boost is gonna be close for the side of MMK. On the other hand, we have the Nano Blade coming on out. Will Lightning Bolts pay it patiently, or will they just unleash the blade without the boost? Here comes the Shatter right now from Dodge this. 2 kills now going their way. Simless in position, trying to go for a Nano there, but has been peeled off by Calamitous in that situation. So MMK able to win this one out by just going through Lightning Bolts' defense. They just pushed on in. Easy shatter there from Dodge this. Fascinate now, a lot of energy, but Calamitous getting D-Mech along the way. And that is a terrible situation for MMK, because it will take a while for Calamitous to get that mech charge back up. If he does commit suicide, he will just stagger himself. So another delay here. Lightning Bolts now given the opportunity to regroup and set up properly. No snowball effect here for MMK. Dodge is still gonna march on up top, and they are gonna try to take high ground. Ghost already in position, and here comes the Nano Blade from Sensei. Grab the Surge comes on out from Fascinate, but just not enough to keep the Dragon contained. Now 2 kills going the way of MMK's side, but they are still keeping on with the defense here for Lightning Bolts. Dodge is now up on top, deciding to drop on down. Interesting movement here from Dodge this, not really knowing where to go at in this situation. But MMK now has to retreat. They were unsuccessful in their push. It is going to be very, very dependent for them on how they are going to siege into this one. A rally though comes on out. Self-destruct as well. Panupan though with the shield. And the shield bash a little too late there from Phil. But 2 kills still going their way. Soundbarrier now from the Lucio of Lightning Bolts. We do see some swings. There's the takedown now on the Lucio. Phil with 2. Shatter connects on to 4. Panupan bring Calamitous along for a ride, but the Diva stays alive thanks to the stain there from Rebirth. Now Marky with the sound barrier, Gauss with a meteor strike as well, waiting for the shield to drain down. Grab the Surge to try and set something up, but the barrier of Dodge is just holding steadfast. Now Dodge taking a nap. There you go with the Rocket Punch. Simless will get felled. Phil on the other hand onto the right hand side. Ace to the floor will get taken out. Sensei with the blade will get rid of one. Will MMK be able to bring this back out? Because 3 kills by that Genji. Goes now onto the point, just keeping the sustain on, keeping the pressure on. And we do see another 7 staggers right now. Second tick has been taken. Simless onto the point. Ace with the nano boosted Diva as well. And the blue team now of Lightning Bolts gonna push on in. Shatter connecting onto both shield bearers. Phil and Dodges to the floor. But a Gravity Surge onto 3 will be enough. Fascinate right now, playing the hero mode. Can he actually make it in time? Can they force it out? Ghost has switched over to the Bastion. A very, very sloppy engagement between both squads, but the Wrecking Ball now here from Panupan to just keep delaying, to keep the contest ongoing. Rebirth with a snipe onto one. Ghost just hiding, trying to get away from the Zarya. Self-destruct now onto the point, and a big bomb from Calamitous to get 2. Now the only ones left are the Lucio and the Doomfist of Sensei. Sensei now with the pick off onto Fascinate. There's a D-Mech onto Calamitous as well. All Lightning Bolts needs to do right now is to stay on to the point. This fight keeps going and going, but MMK has already lost them half a minute ago. Precision attack right now popped by Ghost to try and end this engagement early. They have been keeping on with the pressure all throughout the last minute and a half. Lightning Bolts eventually getting the defense with 2 ticks to their name. MMK just has this habit where they love to try and play hero mode. A lot of teams would say this isn't the wisest thing. A lot of teams would say that it works out less often than it does actually work out in your favor. But MMK just really loving the heroics, trying their best to try and make it work. This time though, they have seen the detriment of the strategy. We do see a march on in from MMK again, trying to siege high ground. Ghost has switched over to the Mei. Ice Wall now to separate MMK in half, but Fascinate now with the takedown onto one. Here comes a rally from Phil as well, allowing MMK to stay on to the point. Self-destruct coming on out from the side of Lightning Bolts. Gets absolutely nothing. Soundbarrier now here from Marky after the shatter there from Dodge this. So here comes MMK still staying on with the contest. Dodge this with a takedown onto one. Second pickoff happens there. Pan with the shatter goes for the charge and brings Marky along to the wall at the last moment. Self-destruct right now from Kalamas. Will it lead to a kill? Yes, it does. Ace will be felled. Grab the surge now from Fascinate again. And MMK all alone on the point. Sensei coming over to the Doomfist instead. Goes on that May. I only notice it now that they have switched roles in that situation. But Simla's keeping the sustain along for a ride. And Sensei kept in the fight long enough to get that pick off onto Dodge this. So for Lightning Bolts, they are in control again. MK needs to get the early pickoffs onto the supports as soon as possible. Sensei right now, Meteor Strike connecting onto Fascinate. Wants to go for Rebirth next. Diana being juggled by Grenade connecting, but it's just not enough. 3 kills now to the name of the defense. And MK has to back on out again. In terms of raw power, MMK and Lightning Bolts are evenly matched. But just the tactics and the discipline here for Lightning Bolts right now proving superior to MMK's. Shatter available for Dodge this. As MMK now gonna try to go for the similar strat again. But Gauss has already an idea of what they're gonna do, and the Blizzard is available here for the Thai squad. There are a multitude of elements in the world. It is Lightning Bolts just farming up the ice. Though, as Gauss now taking in that pull dodge, go for the charge. No, ice block instead. Self-destruct coming on out, and the ice wall will be put down at the last moment. Surprising Fascinate. Shatter now connecting with onto 3 onto the side of the Thai squad. Here comes the Blizzard right now to Joe for the choke point, but a good eat there from Calamitous to just gobble up Snowball along the way. Nano boost now on to Ace, and this is gonna be another engagement onto the Hanamura sword area. Self-destruct comes on out. Ace stays alive. The Diva with the damage reduction, keeping the contest alive. Now the mines are popped here by Panapan, but in an interesting spot, not onto the point. It does still get a DMEC onto 1. Sound Barrier onto 5 here for Marky. Calamity staying alive, but getting frozen up. And the Baby Diva with a takedown onto 1. Sensei now with the combo goes for Phil, but there you go with the Rock Punch. Now 2 kills for MMK, but still the pressure, the population here for Lightning Bolt still staying on. Self-destruct a little too high. MK will trade back with the Grapple Surge onto the Lucio, and that's gonna be another takedown. Big nade there though from Simlas. Can Lightning Bolts capitalize? Fascinate Renewal will fall, and MMK now losing half of their team. This is gonna be a fight that they lose once again. Another effort for MMK wasted in the end, and they will have a last ditch attempt, but Calamitous here being staggered very rapidly. It is taking a while for them to get that takedown, and Calamitous is gonna be nowhere to be found into the next fight. This has to be a suicide play now from Marky. Dodges and Rebirth. Where is Dodges gonna be? He gets booped around. Ice wall to his face. And that's gonna be the round. Lightning Bolts, a successful defense by the second point.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Voice kinda messed up today. Oh well. But yeah, the biggest folly there for MMK, just trying to play hero mode way too long. Going for those hero graviton surges, hero bombs, hero shatters. It just, in the face of a squad that can actually rotate their staggers a lot better, as well as have the opportunity to go for something like even a Bastion and a Mei. Says a lot that MMK is struggling to get the picks fast enough on to concentrated targets. It is a combination of both the positioning there from Lightning Bolts and a lack of focus fire from the MMK squad, so it does have something to be left for desire. But anyway, it is what it is. MMK right now gonna be on that defense, will not have to have the same growing pains, the same struggles Lightning Bolts had if they're able to go for the full load here on to point A. They are gonna be running a Brigitte again, but still keep on with the Genji. And I question this, like going for a solo damage Genji, I feel like isn't the best thing to do in a lineup like this, due to the fact that the Genji is a strong hero, yes, but not strong compared to like a Doomfist or a Hanzo. He doesn't have big potential with his basic abilities. He has to rely on the blade to go for the overwhelming pressure that the hero has. On the other hand, running a Doomfist, just you always have to keep away from the walls, check your corners, and not get insta-gibbed. So let's see if MK can still make this work. I still feel though that a Doofus or a Hanzo will be a lot better for them. As Sensei right now running over. Here comes Lightning Bolts pushing on in. Just running with the defense. 2 kills though to the name of MMK. Dodges and Phil working together. But that's Phil getting punched up by Gauss. The Reinhardt to the corner. Dodges with a desperate charge to get on out. But he gets punched to another wall, being bounced around like a ball. Can Calamity stay alive long enough to get some kills? Yes, he does. Simlas the first of all to his blade. We do see a ninja battle by the ramen shop. Panda swooping on in with the hammer and gets the blunt instrument to the face of the cyborg ninja. Another dive on in here by Lightning Bolts. Dodge this though, getting the nano boost. Can he actually get the kills here for the side of MK? That's gonna be the first takedown. Gets stunned up however by the Brigitte. And here comes MMK onto the point. Shatter now connecting to the belt, but gets absolutely no one in the scheme of things. Lightning Bolts though, still staying on. The Doofus trying to get some punches. Gets a pick off onto 3 members of Lightning Bolts onto the point. Will it be enough however? As we do see the blue team of Lightning Bolts still staying on with the pressure. It has been a struggle for them to actually get on in. Pan and Dodge this having a quick little duel again. And we do see Shatter now connecting. Dodge this! Putting that shield at the last moment. And there you go, Panupan able to clean that one up. A nano boosted Reinhardt just charging out to celebrate the victory. Gauss with a size 6 slam stagger onto Rebirth as well. Facet now trying to charge up his bubbles, but the Doofus just tanking that instead. So MK forced to cede control of the point. Oh, someone's still there. Who is it? Calamitous went for the charge up onto the blade. Will die for the cause. And Gauss right now coming out of spawn. So this is going to be a very, very small timing for Lightning Bolts to actually get with the contest and not worry about the Dragon Blade from Calamitous. On the other hand, Rally and Soundbarrier are available here for MMK. Another high ground defense. Here comes the rally from Phil. And MMK now trying to group on up, but Phil not really with his team. Dodges though with a beautiful charge after the perfect sleep dart there from Rebirth. A 2-for-1 trade right now, and this is gonna be MMK in control of this fight. Not needing any ultimates beside the blade and the rally in that situation. Calamitous getting picked off while he's the blade actually, so very, very questionable usage of the ultimate there. So Doofus out for Calamitous, and I like this pick a lot better than the Genji in the first place. I think though that maybe a Hanzo or maybe even a Sombra will be very, very good in terms of the defense here, allowing them to just brawl on out with their tanks and support line. Big Nate comes on out, big Graviton Surge from Fast Nate to set that one up, and Reaper just flicking there onto Gauss to get that takedown. So another successful defense here for MMK. Sensei forced on out, but this is going to be scary here. Lightning Bolts has the Nano Blade available, has the Graviton available, Meteor Strike is ready as well. A myriad of combinations right now for Lightning Bolts, and what MMK needs to do is not bunch up like fools. They have to stay away from each other to not get picked off immediately with the Slash or the Meteor Strike. They also need to get the shutdown here onto the Genji with something like the Sleep Dart, with even the Rock Punch or a few stuns here and there. Soundbar available right now here for Marky, and he's getting positioned to go for the beat, trying to stay away from the Doomfist because he has already learned his lesson in the last map. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining, and here comes the blade right now. Here comes the glow. Soundbar in response, and they want to go for Rebirth first. That's a takedown onto Diana. A 2-for-1 so far, and the MMK looking like they are in control. The Meteor Strike with Ace holding on to the grab, and this is going to be a fight that Lightning Bolts will have to concede. But will they actually keep on in after those 2 picks? No. MMK still has superior position. Gauss on the other hand looking for a stagger. Good boop, but Fascinate is going to be the victim of it. The barrier and the bubble there keeping the Zarya alive. And for now, 3:45 here. Lightning Bolts getting in position again. They have to wait on Ace, however, to try and get the insta win onto this point. 3 ultimates now ready here for MMA. Calamitous ready to go for the Meteor Strike. Gonna wanna drop on down as well to go for the punch, looking for his counterpart. And here comes the charge, here comes the speed boost, and there you go with the Graviton from the side of Lightning Bolts. Calamitous now with the takedown onto the Lucio, and this is MMK keeping control of the defense. MK right now showing a lot of discipline in this second half of Hanamura. They have used the Nano Boost to end the rally in that situation, but they still kept on with the Shatter and the Meteor Strike. A lot of trust now cycling between the team here for MMK, and I for one am glad to see them hit their stride so far here on the Japanese map. On the other hand, Lightning Bolt's ready with the Nano Blade again. Shatter, Sound Barrier are available as well. Will they go for the all-in play? Use the Sound Barrier to assist the Nano Blade, but that means that someone has to tank up the Sleep Dart, or at least the bubble connecting. Sensei now with the Blade. There you go, Rebirth the first of all. Gravity Surge comes on out from Fascinate to keep the Genji in place. And that's gonna be Daks just having a field day in the front line, getting the Shatter on, and gets another set of takedowns. There comes to a point where you might want to use your ultimates alongside your team. And Lightning Bolts just not understanding that distinction yet. They could have possibly won that one out if they use the Sound Barrier and the Shatter, but instead they're the ones stunned up by the Red Reinhardt as well as picked off by the Red Doomfist. We do see another engagement, however. There you go with the Sound Barrier. Ace now with a kickoff onto both Calamitous and Fascinate. Graviton Surge into the center, and Lightning Bolts proving me wrong at the end. Just the moment I talk about that they have been struggling, they show me this. They get to the point. Overwhelming pressure right now. Calamitous getting a Sleep Dart as well. He will fall, fly into the sky. Now we do see Fascinate trying to get back to go for the contest, but an anti-heal there just in time. Now Phil to the corner, will fall. Dragon Strike is there, dodge this with a pile driver and gets the shield at last moment, but Marky just consumed by the dragon along the way. Now the Wrecking Ball will fall. The only one left is the Doomfist, and that's gonna be the game. MMK just caught out for a surprise there by Lightning Bolts. Thanks for the bits there, Mercy, as well, but that was a very close game there between these two guys. And Logi dodged this poke champ, MMK sees grade 100. Oh. But yeah, there you go with the play of the game. Sad. Ooh, dodged this with the kill at the end. But yeah, MMK having to concede that one. Lightning Bolts with another victory, but that one was a lot closer than the Nepal map. Kudos to both squads for putting on the show. This is gonna be map number 3 this time, but Lightning Bolts with the commanding 2-0. But that last match was pretty close in terms of the raw power between those two teams. But Lightning Bolts just pulling out the surprise factor, the ace in their sleeve, Ace himself with that Zarya. And now Lightning Bolt's gonna be on that first defense again. MK gonna be attacking to start things off. And we'll see what the MK squad has in store. Looks like they are gonna decide to try and run a dive composition. Will they go for a hybrid dive with the 3-3? Or will they decide to go on for something a little more standard? There you go. They have the Brigitte and they have the Zarya. So it is gonna be the dive composition 3-3. It's a little different from your regular 3-3 due to the fact that how you play it is it has the element of the dive. Discord are very, very important as well. Calamitous and Phil gonna be the CQC here for the MK squad, and they can assist with the dive with the bubble and repair pack respectively. But the fact of the matter is MK right now not really gonna use too much of their mobility to engage. They are gonna focus on with the speed boost instead. Just run it like a Reinhardt and a Zarya, like in a sense, but have the distinction, have the opportunity to dive with the mobility skills at any moment in time. But they do have to deal with Lightning Bolts and their Widowmaker. Interesting, Sensei right now playing very, very aggressively. Orisa for Panupan as well. This is gonna be the bridgeway defense. Panupan though forced to back out already, as we do see Phil and Fascinate encircling. The Orisa really low will get taken out. Ghost though brought back to life and gets rid of dodge this. So the Doomfist now taking the high ground. We do have an engagement here for MMK. They are just pushing to the plaza. Can they actually make it count? Ghost with the combination doesn't get a pick off this time, and Panupan has decided to switch over to the Reinhardt. And that's a good pick here for Panupan. Switching over to the Reinhardt after failing the bridge defense. The Orisa not gonna be a good pick alongside the Plaza Way. Dodge is down, getting focused down. Will he get taken out? As we do see Fascinate just going for the Widowmaker. Good peel to force Sensei away. But still no kills here for either side. MK gonna go for the push again. Facet now with a takedown onto one. Here comes the charge from the side of MK. Meter strike from the back line. Something shock though from Fascinate. Will it be a kill here? Yes, it does. But Simless and Gauss just watching that one out in front. This is gonna be a struggle here for Lightning Bolts right now. MK just running hog wild, and a successful push here from MMK to start things off. 5 minutes on the clock, and they are looking stronger than ever. Fascinated though, playing very paranoid, looking around, trying to check if someone's at the old spawn. Lightning Bolts responding with a proper composition, with a proper answer to the 3-3 here. Gonna be on the Pharah Mercy, but with the dive and with the Zenyatta into play, it's not gonna be easy pickings here for Sensei. Sensei now gonna go for the rotate and goes with the takedown onto another one. He gets a beautiful uppercut onto Calamitous. Rebirth knocked into the water. Fascinate right now, flies on in, gets Sensei, but still the res is available. Simla's just looking for an opportunity to get the res onto the Pharah. There you go with the pocket play from the Moira as well, and Sensei back into the fight and back into the skies. Lightning Bolts right now getting a good defense by this point. It looks like it is going to be a successful bridgeway hold for the Thai squad along the way, as they do have 3 ultimates ready in hand. On the other hand, Calamitous and Rebirth ready with 2. They can go for the combination, but goes with the pick off already onto one into the backline. He gets stunned up, fill on that McCree, and the McCree just having the hot hand, just making the Peacemaker count. Fascinate though, out in front. So we do see a quick little switch here. Is MMK switching over to a 2-1-3 distinction. Soundbarrier now popped by Marquis. Rebirth ready with a transil. Grab the surge, comes on out from Calamitous and dodges, able to get a pick off after one. Now we do see a shatter here from Dodge this, and MMK expending their ultimates to get through the pathway. Lightning Bolts not losing too many members, but giving up the space. So this is gonna be a loss for the Lightning Bolts, yes, but it's not gonna be the biggest one. A few staggers at the end, so Lightning Bolts now trying to get in position. On the other hand, we do see Goss just hiding, taking a knee, waiting for an opportunity to strike onto a lone member, and Fascinate knocked into the water. That is a beautiful play there from Goss. He can just spawn cap the Brigitte again, but instead he's gonna go into the back line, goes for the McCree. The Doof is now showing how it's done. He wants to go for another punch, but here you go with Rebirth with the Transcendence. So MMK is still forcing this. They have lost 2 members along the way, but they are gonna keep the fight alive. Dodge is now into the air, into the back line, will fall, and that was a big mistake there from Rebirth, using the Transcendence in a situation where they have been at a disadvantage like that. It's not gonna work out in the favor of MMK. Rebirth gonna dunk his head into the river of shame. And now 2:35 remaining. After a strong start from MMK, they look like they have been faltering. We will see another set of switches. Calamitous Rebirth right now gonna soar to the skies to take on Sensei and Simlas. But the Rocket Barrage is available here for Sensei. It might be a scary time by the Canal. As Lightning Bolts now is lurking with their Pharah. Sensei gonna go for the poke. Simlas will go for the chase, but the Mercy actually caught outside, almost falls to a second rocket there. Another engagement right now between MMK and Lightning Bolts. Goss already with a pick off on to Phil. Dodges though with a counter shot, with a counter charge rather, and gets a kill. Napanupan to the floor. Coalescence comes on out here from the Moira of Lightning Bolts, but this is gonna be a lost fight for them already, losing too many members along the way. But we do still have Ace and Goss into this fight. 3 members of Lightning Bolts now keeping the class going. Nope, that make that 2. As Calamitous now just soaring into the skies, does get another set of pickoffs. Wants to go for his counterpart next, as we do see the shatter from Panapan, putting dodges to the floor. That's gonna be a takedown. Marky has to back on that, but here comes the Doomfist again. And this a fight here for MMK, looking like they were gonna win it out, but has to back out instead, just not getting the kills in time again. MMK struggling to find the pickoffs that they need onto the opposing squad. Calamitous ready with the Rocket Barrage. Here comes the Valkyrie though from Simlas, and there you go with the meat strike into the backline. Gravity Surge now comes on out, and there you go, meet Rocket Barrage into that Graviton. Sensei getting to, staying alive along the way. Valkyrie here from Simlas going for some shots onto Calamitous, and a takedown onto the Pharah by the healer herself. A minute remaining here for MMK. Can they actually get the push in time? Can they go for that second checkpoint? This is looking pretty dire for them because they have spent so much time along the way. Rocket Barrage and Shatter are available. On the other hand, here for the side of Lightning Bolts, they are trying to get in position again. 30 seconds remaining. And we finally have MMK marching on in. Panupan in precision. Coalescence comes on out to start things off. But Calamitous with the kill onto the Fire Mercy combination. And the skies now are clear for Air Calamitous. He gets 4 kills to the name of MMK. And at the last moment, Calamitous just clutching it out. You can always rely on Calamitous to go for a hero play here or there. And just MMK going for the secret strat. Rely on Calam to get all those kills. The whole squad there falling to the hand of the Pharah. Very, very impressive here from Calamitous, being assisted by Rebirth along the way. Minute and 20 right now for MMK to try and finish up the map, but goes already with the kill onto one. Need to try connecting onto Rebirth as well, looking for a punch onto the opposing Doomfist, and that's still falling along the way. Now, the Size Exam connecting onto dodge this, and there you go. The combination, just a 1-2 punch. Goss showing how it's done, how to be the World Heavyweight Champion in the World Boxing Federation. But now a minute remaining here for MMK. Can they actually get to the end of the map? We do have Calamitous just soaring into the skies again, putting some pressure on and looking for a way to get the charge onto that rocket barrage. He's using the pathway as a cover, using the rooftop, the shinglings there to stay alive against the overwhelming pressure from the McCree, since they'll force to back out with the combat roll. And here comes Phil right now, focus down, Meteor Strike connecting though into the back and dodges with a charge onto Ace. Now Phil and Panupan gonna trade blows, but that's still gonna be a kill, going the way of Lightning Bolts. They are still staying on to the point, a 2 for 2 right now. Rebirth soaring into the backline, gets the res now onto that Doomfist after the sound barrier from Marky. So they did expend the sound barrier there to keep the pressure on, to keep staying alive. 1-for-1 trades going the way of Lightning Bolts right now, because with the defense so close to the spawn, this might be them taking the win along the way. Sensei now just going for some shots. The McCree able to get the pick-offs one by one. Gets a flashbang onto Marky, grabbing the surge though from Fascinate onto the Reinhardt. And here comes Calamitous again, soaring into the sides. But Sensei has already got into Meteor Strike connecting. The McCree just having a field day right now, showing how it's done, how to play the revolver. And he's been getting kills left, right, center, up, up, down, down. Just getting everyone along the way. Lightning Bolts with a successful defense in that one. Beautiful stuff there from Sensei.
0-2. Switching sides.
And now we will see them on the attack. How will MMK decide to defend this? Because they struggled mightily on that second point. So their biggest chance right now is to play first really, really well. They have shown that they do know how to navigate around the plaza with a 3-3 dive. But they might go for something a little more standard. Dodge is going to be on the Orisa, interesting enough. So seeing the Orisa here for Dodge this will tell me that Dodge this is going to decide to go for a similar strat that Lightning Bolts did a while ago. They will go to the front line, try to defend the bridgeway, maybe go for a halt and a halt into the river set of kills as well. On the other hand, here we go with Calamitous, Widowmaker out and about. Gonna go for some snipes, just hiding behind the barrier there, set up by Dodge this. Fascinate on the Diva as well to contest both the high and the low grounds. So MK gonna be really committing on this bridgeway defense. If they really went for the full commit, however, they would play extremely aggressively all the way at the front and be running a Lucio and a Roadhog as well to just go for as many environmental kills before losing out at the end. With a comp like that, you can actually just defend here, you can defend here, and just try to get some kills, but you might lose out, and you will have to defend by the end of the plaza instead. So it's very, very risky strat. And MK deciding to defend the plaza of all things with the Orisa. I feel like this might be a little mistake. Just running the Orisa all the way here. Does get the halt onto Panupan, however. I guess the Reinhardt not expecting that one. Now, Lightning Bolt is going to be deciding to play the Pharah without a Mercy this time. Going to go for the Lucio Ana. Simla's still going to be on Babysit Patrol, but it is going to be from the ground instead of from the sky. Panupa now switching over to the Winston to try and get a dive on out onto Calamitous. The double sniper duty here for MK. We do see the Venom Mine now spotting one off. Sensei into the back, was being focused down by the Diva. Oh, Fascinate though, still not able to get the kill. For now, Lightning Bolt still in this fight. Panupan with a dive, and here comes the tank line, just running over the back line of MMK. Two supports and the snipers in a lot of trouble, and that's gonna be another 7 takedown. Calamitous though staying alive in the face of adversity, but still MMK struggling in this one. Dodge this all alone. Will get picked off. Look at the rockets from the Pharah coming out of the distance. And now Calamitous getting in position again. The Infinite is available. He's gonna pop it and he's looking for a pick or two. But this isn't the right spot right now here for MMK. There you go. With the frag on to Sinlay. Will it be enough? Yep, the machine gun is there to go for his duty. On the other hand, it is Lightning Bolts congregating by the point. Dodges on the Wrecking Ball this time. Ready to go for them swings. Sleep Dart connecting onto Ace and the Hanzo just making it rain onto the face of the Zarya. Now goes close to the Rocket Barrage, makes it rain onto Fascinate. The Diva still stays alive and gets that takedown. That was a mistake there from the Pharah. Not focusing down on the Diva long enough, but Panupan will be able to swoop in to get to at the end. But still, MMK in control of this defense. Sensei now pushing on the Widowmaker, not the usual one you will see. Gonna go for the payload. He gets a Bio Grenade to his name. But we do see the Zarya now of Ace going in for the save. Gets the bubble in time. Marky out in front. The Ana with the contest this time. Self-destruct coming out as well as a Dragon Strike. And Kalaos falling into the river. That's a big mistake there for MMK because now they will not have any backline support. 2 kills going their name. Dodges onto the point, just rolling around, trying to stay alive. Pops the mines, but it's still not enough. He will be able to get the kill onto the poor Lucio, caught in the middle. But still, 4 minutes here for Lightning Bolts right now, and they look like they have the superior position along the way. Panupa now gonna go for the dive, spots out Calamitous, the Widowmaker forced back on out, and Lightning Bolts just able to stay on with that fight, just keeping the fight alive with the Doomfist, with the Zarya as well as the Winston. So eventually the payload did go in their favor, but the biggest mistake there for MK was Calamitous just dropping on down without the Widowmaker. It was easy pickings there for Lightning Bolts to go into the backline. Inversight now available, but Gauss with the kill already on to Phil. On the other hand, Seamless side staying there. I thought that was a DC right there. MK though still running the Wrecking Ball right now, just swinging around, just being a pendulum here by the corridor. As we do see Pile Driver, Sleep Dart now connecting, Sensei really low, will fall, Simla's a little too late to get the heals, and it's gonna be a 2-for-1 here for MMK, but a Graviton Surge from Ace, and a Soundfire from the Lucio means that Lightning Bolts wants to commit onto this. Will it be enough, however, because we do see the chance that Rebirth will fall at the end of it. Bio Grenade now coming the way of 2, and Ace and Panupan with another 7 kills. The Primal Rage from Panupan just making it count, just going for some fist. Speaking of the fist, Phil now with the fist onto the Lucio, being zapped up however, and there you go, Panupan with another takedown. Self-destruct coming on out, will it actually count? Fascinate trying to go for the hook shot, but it's just not gonna be enough. The self-destruct is staying into the air way too long, dodges with the Desperation Mine again, and MK right now just going for the stagger play, but it isn't working out for them, because Lightning Bolts keeping the pressure on, keeping the focus fire to a needle's worth of focus. It's absolutely pinpoint, that's what I say. Pinpoint focus there from Lightning Bolts. As Ghost right now gets punched along the way, and Calamitous with a Swift Strike onto 2. He wants to go for another set of picks and charge up the blade very, very quickly. Gonna pop that deflect right now. We do see Sensei on that Genji as well. Gonna meet him in pitch combat. Swift Strike now connecting, and Calamitous just showing how it's done. There's gonna be another takedown by the Genji. Meet strike there, not necessary from Phil, because Calamitous again ready to save the day, ready to show his stuff, but he gets bounced around by Gauss. The Doomfist getting in position right now. He was gonna go for the rotate this time and gets upstairs instead. Right now, Lightning Bolts does have the potent combination of the grab and the Dragon Blade. They might want to wait on a little board though for that Nano Boost to come up from Simless. On the other hand, MK ready with the Nano Blade itself. All eyes on Marky to get the Q in time. He's all the way in the center, and he gets spelled along the way. Sound Barrier too late from Rebirth. Graviton Surge now on to Calamitous after he gets 2, but Fascinate now just making a big bomb happen. Zarya gets spelled along the way. Gauss on the other hand with the biggest fist in the world, and he gets 2. Sensei just slicing up dodge this as well. Chop Gorilla is on the menu tonight here, as Lightning Bolts might be able to take this. Yes, they do. Fascinate too late to go for the contest, and Lightning Bolts gonna take that 3-0 series lead. So right now, MK has no chance to win out the whole series, but they might try to win out that last map to get on the board in terms of match score. Play of the game going to Calamitous, and this was really just a 6k from the guy. Look at that, the Pharah, the Mercy, the Zarya, the Reinhardt, the Moira, all of them died to the Pharah in that situation. And we are ready to get going. Both squads have reconnected. And let's get into the action here. For the defense, we do have a Lucio Ana pairing between the Lightning Bolt support line again. But I love the DPS creativity here from Lightning Bolt's Ace and Sensei on the Mei and the Sombra. On the other hand, we already have the 3-3. This might be a rude awakening here for Dodge this, an Accelerator, but they are gonna go with the speed of sound. Accelerator now gonna get picked off first by Pandapan. We do see some swings and Dodge is frozen up. The Fire Grenade connecting to just save it in time. Phil just making those shot counts along the way. Panupan and Dodge is though gonna go for the duel, and Panupan with another takedown. Calamus into the skyline. Ice Wall is up. And the Zarya has to back on out extend. Accelerator now playing aggressively, immediately picked off there by Ace. And that is a big problem. When you're on that Brigitte and you get tunnel vision as soon as you see your target, you're gonna get focused down so quickly. Calamus though, high energy, getting in position again. MMK right now, trying not to get staggered, just trying to bait out the Ice Wall. Fastly though, gonna fly into the other side. And that is a big mistake here for MMK, because the EMP and the Blizzard are coming on in. It's gonna be the Ice Age all over again. A team wipe there for Lightning Bolts. A beautiful spectacle from them. Let's just watch that one again. That was really good stuff. That was a big mistake there from Fascinate. He flew in, he gets bubbled up, but the Ice Wall just stays way too long in that situation. And the Blizzard just making it count. Very easy pickings here for side of Lightning Bolts. Now no one noticing the Zarya behind them. Another big mistake here from MMK. 5 get grabbed in, 3 will fall. Rebirth trying to get away. Gauss right now playing hero mode. Does get picked out by Fascinate in the end, but here comes the stagger now onto the Diva. Fascinate though not deciding to fly on into the spawn point. Will get picked off instead. And there you go with the Ice Wall. Fascinate forced to stay outside like a child told by their parents to go play outside instead of playing video games all day. MK now doesn't have the Diva mech into play, but they do have a full lineup now to try and go for the fight since they close to the EMP. And I just love the strategy here from Lightning Bolts. Really goes to show that they have practices out. The shield bash doesn't connect. Graviton Surge on to 2. Sound Barrier connecting already from the side of Lightning Bolts, but it only gets the 2 supports. Oh! The Sound Barrier from Rebirth gets cancelled immediately by Pandapan. The Earth Shatter connecting on to 3. And this is gonna be Lightning Bolts still keeping on with the pressure. No one on the point here for MMK. They are chasing down Sensei instead, and that's a Sombra getting spanking from the Diva. Dodge is on the other hand out in front, just keeping the space to a maximum here between them and the Lightning Bolt squad. The Ice Wall though comes on out, and here comes the self-destruct. Will it delay long enough? It even gets a kill onto the Lucio. Pandapan now to the point. Gauss coming out as well. Now the boost onto the Sleeping Reinhardt. And there you go, the EMP from Sensei focusing down on the Accelerator first. Looks like the speed of his return to the spawn point will be the quickest, as Panupan now does get 3. There's a charge as well. And a 4th there for Lightning Bolts right now. A successful defense going the way of the Thai squad. That was a really good patient play from them. The self-destruct is failing to get much done, and really just Pandapan having a field day. They're not really being contested by anyone from MK that situation. The Ice Wall, oh, the Graviton there eaten up this time, and that was just a folly from Lightning Bolts, playing way too overconfident. And we do see the Blizzard right now coming out from the wall. Lightning Bolts forced to actually rethink their strategy, and they are playing it a little more safer right now, but they do lose the 2 supports. MK gonna push on in with the Nano Boost. Dodge is just swinging away for defenses. Accelerator right now cornering Ace, and that's gonna be a takedown onto that Mei.